Come out to look at the garlic today, and it looks like today's the day. I'm going to start pulling garlic. Let's see what we got. Stay tuned. So interestingly, in here while I'm getting ready to start pulling garlic, I'm noticing this is a bed I planted tomatoes in last year, and I have a few tomato plants that have popped up. So that is very cool. I'll have to make sure I don't inadvertently pull any of those whilst I am pulling garlic. But we'll take a... I think I'm going to have to dig a little bit on some of these. There's a garlic. Another garlic. Alright, I'm going to get... Ooh, that's a big garlic. Look how big that one is. My hand. Right on. Alright, so I'm going to get hopping here, and we'll check back in with you in a few. So while I'm pulling some of these, especially these bigger ones, and some of these are just freaking gigantic, I'm seeing these cloves that are attached to the outside, and a lot of them are just falling after I pull one of the garlics, and intuitively I just want to leave them where they fall and just let them be there until next year, and we'll see what happens. So that's what I'm going to do. And I've taken just a little bit of the bed out, and already we've got quite a bit of garlic. I do pull them from the stalk, so of course some are breaking, and so I'm having to use this hori tool and dig them out. But soon I'll be done with this, and we'll take a look at what we got. Another one of those. Every time I see one, there's kind of a small one right there too, but I'm gonna get that later. But every time I see one, I'm just gonna pluck it off and plant it. Let's remember for next year where those are. It'll be very interesting on it. Gosh, 3, 4, and 5, but that one stuck too much. It wants to stay on, so we're going to let it stay on. So we got 4 of these to plant. So we planted the last one there, we'll just plant them around. You're in my little worm. Not too bad. And some of these are just crazy. Alright, let's keep going. Nice. Just about 2/3 halfway done. Got this whole side, got that side to go. A bunch right here. And then my beautiful little cart is packed full of garlic and garlic and garlic and garlic. Ha ha ha. And more to come. Yay, garlic. So I wanted to show you, I've got a bunch of tomato plants in here. Like I said before, I have more than I thought though. So we've got one here, one here, one there, and then a little baby one here. And these are all volunteers, a couple over here from last year. So I'm going to let these guys go and just let them be happy. Whatever I plant in here, I'll just plant around them. But I think that is extremely cool. And then the other thing I wanted to show you is this. I have decided this is my preferred way of harvesting garlic, is to take, I'm right-handed, but my left hand is this, or my left arm is as strong as my right arm, and I just pull. So whatever arm you want on top is good. I have my left on top, my right below. You can do 2 at a time if they're smaller, but I grasp one and then pull with the other like holding a golf club, even though I don't golf. Look at those two. They grew together. They're attached. Alright, I'm going to finally finish this off and I'll stop bothering you with my little updates. Okay, so I lied. One more update. When you pull these heads of garlic, you'll find a lot of dirt stays attached to them. Don't go ahead and put those in your container, but really try to give them a vigorous shake. I like to tap them against each other or the ground, but you see how much dirt just came off there, and that's dirt that I can use for next year in this bed. So don't just pull these and put them in your bucket or whatever, but really try to give them a shake. And as a matter of fact, I'm putting them in a wheelbarrow, or a cart actually, and any dirt that falls into that cart, oops, I'm going to keep for this garden bed, and then I'm going to bring them back. Now I'm going to replant those tomatoes that I just pulled up by yanking on that garlic. Oh, garlic, what'd I do for you? Alright. We are done for the garlic, from the garlic in the raised bed. And let's go see where it is now. Alright, it's in my cart. And now I'm going to put it on the table in between slats, and I'll try to sort it a little bit by size, and we'll have a little count when we come back. So stay tuned. Sarah the Wonder Dog also says hello. Oh, more garlic. Yes, it's wonderful. Okay. And 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! So we have our garlic out. We have 181 heads of garlic here. It's beautiful. We go from pretty small, some of these are bitty tiny. That's the kind I'll throw into stock. Just cut it and throw it in stock and then strain it all out so I don't even have to mess with peeling them. To some pretty big garlic here. Some of these ones with the funny roots almost look more like an octopus rather than a lot of tiny dry roots. These are elephant garlic. So 2 years ago I planted one head, which was 6 cloves of elephant garlic, and out of that I got 6 heads, whole heads of elephant garlic, and then I planted some more elephant garlic and I got more heads. So all these are elephant garlic. So how do I put these in the table here? I harvest the garlic like you saw, and then I just put the garlic through the slat in the table, and then underneath it's all just hanging to be dried. And I got a great question from Cheryl Hirsch. Cheryl, please forgive me if I'm not saying your last name right. Her YouTube station is DIY Fun. I'll link it below. She's got a really cool Tipsy Tuesday seminar, or show that she does every Tuesday, and it's tips and tricks. It's not have a cocktail tipsy, but you know, do what you like. She asked me how long I leave these out in the sun before I need to remove them, or when are they dry, and that's about a week, so we'll keep track of that. So in a week you'll see that I'll come and I'll trim the garlic down. Let's see, I've got a couple Like here's a dry one. We'll trim the garlic down, clean it up a little bit, and then cut the length off if I'm going to put them in a jar. Otherwise, I will leave them long like this and either zip tie, braid, or twine them together. So like I said, there's 181 heads here, but that's not all. This is not all I got. So you're probably thinking, well, that's great. I thought you had big heads of garlic. Well, I have 33 heads over here that I could not fit in the table. Look at how big these guys are. These are elephant garlic down here, but I mean, talk about softball size. I couldn't get this part through the table. They're just too big. Look at the size of the cloves. Again, these are part of that elephant garlic, and then these, still really big, are part of the other garlics I planted. So all total, all said and done, between this on my solar dryer here to my table, I have 214 heads of garlic. So I'll save the best in show to plant in October, November for next year, and then the rest I will eat and give away to family and friends. So there you have it, garlic harvest. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll show you how we process this in about a week or so. And give Cheryl's channel a look-see if you have some time. She's got some good content. All right, you guys, see ya. Bye.